Okay, so here we have the square root of 50x squared. Okay, so first we work with a number and then our variables here. So square root of 50 is not a perfect square root, but I can break it down. I need to ask myself what times what gives me 50, where one of those is a perfect square root. So I can break it down into the square root of 25, the square root of 2. Square root of 25 is 5. Square root of 2, I can't do anything there. So I have 5. And I still have the square root of 2. I left that space because I still need to deal with this x squared. Now we know a square root of anything, there's a little imaginary 2. 2 goes into this 2 one time evenly with no remainder. So I just pick out 1 here. I have nothing left to put under here. So I get 5x square roots of 2, which is b. Number 2 here, we have the cubed root of 320. Okay, so cubed root of 320. It's not a perfect cubed root, so what I need to do is break it down. I need to ask myself what times what gives me 320, where one of those is a perfect cubed root. I'm going to start off simple. I know 8 is a perfect cubed root, so cubed root of 8 times the cubed root of 40. Cubed root of 8 is 2. Okay, cubed root of 40, I'm not done with it because I can still break it up. I can break that up into the cubed root of 8 times the cubed root of 5. Okay, the cubed root of 8 is 2. Circling that. Cubed root of 5, I can't do anything there. I'm circling that. So I have 2 whole numbers here. So I do 2 times 2, which is 4. And then I still have my cubed roots of 5. So we get 4 cubed roots of 5, which is choice A. And our last one here, we have the square root of 48 x squared y. So square root of 48 x squared y. What we need to do is work with our 48. So we need to ask, it's not a perfect square root, so we need to ask ourselves, what can we split up the square root of 48? What times what gives us 48, where one of those is a perfect square root? And 16 times 3 gives us 48. So I'm going to break this up into the square root of 16 times the square root of 3. Square root of 16 is 4. Square root of 3 I can't do anything with. Therefore I get 4, and I still have square root of 3. I'm leaving space because I still need to deal with this x and y. We know a square root, there's a 2 here. 2 goes into 2 one time, and there is no remainder. So I'm done with that x squared. I can't pull anything out of this y because it's just one y. 2 doesn't go into 1. Therefore my y is still underneath the square root. So we get 4x, 3y, square root of 3y, which is choice A.